Hi, Ryan Thompson from Endure Car Protection, and this is a third video in the series of the Scottish road trip. And today I am off to pick up the Boxster. This is the Monday after the Friday we returned. I'm on a different car today. I'm in an E46 M3 today, enjoying the sunshine. Just going to pick the Boxster up. So this is about what do we do to the cars after, and to some degree what we should have done before on the Boxster. But the Boxster was delayed, and Simon had some problems with the Boxster that he was trying to fix, and the car almost didn't make the trip. So let's find out a bit more about that. So just before we do that, delighted to get back in the Boxster. In fact, it's actually the first Porsche I had. This is me 20 years ago on our first big road trip. Very similar car, blue Boxster S, but a slightly earlier one, and we managed to find a place called Carrera, which was fun. Anyway, back to the Boxster in hand. So this is the Friday before Simon left for Scotland on the Saturday, and things were not looking positive. The car had some leaks, carpets needed drying, and then the infotainment system was late being back, so it very nearly didn't make the trip, hence why we didn't do a lot of prep to the car on the underside. So anyway, get the car into the workshop. Let's have a look on the underside. This is before anything was done. So up on the ramps, let's have a look underneath. Looked fairly tidy. This is nearly 2,000 miles of running around Scotland. So next up, give it a good snow foam and give it a good clean, get it nice and ready for its treatment. And yeah, so give it a good wash all over, clean off all the road debris, and then let it dry, which working on a sunny day for once was actually relatively easy. And there we go, car's up and ready, being done. So now we're dry. The car has now dried in the nice warm day, and it's ready for its lanyard guard. So let's move to me spraying it on. This is a time lapse actually of me spraying, so not the greatest of pictures, but you can get the sense that we're giving it a good spray, getting into all the nooks and crannies, and getting it nicely covered in lanyard guard, get it protected. So that was the first the first job, getting it done, getting it coated, starting with the underside, and then we flick to a quick video of it being done. So this is what it looks like. So it starts off quite glossy, and then about a week later it's within 8 hours it's drivable, and then a week later it's dried to sort of candle wax. And yeah, there we go. So then we moved to taking the wheels off. So we did wheels off, arch liners out. So the arch liner's not out at this stage. This is how the car was presented. And then we took the liners out, and you can see you get bits of mud under the liners, which can never be a good thing because that acts as a sponge and holds the water in the winter. So now we've lanyard guard. I didn't bother taking that rear one off. There wasn't anything to gain. There was no metal under it. And then whilst the wheels were off, they got a good clean. And the wheels also got a ceramic coating, so it's a 2-year G-Technic ceramic coating, and I did the calipers as well, so the calipers got a ceramic coating. So now moving to the front, and this is with the liners in place before we get to it, before we remove them, and then the liners out. And then you can see all the bits of cabling, and lanyard guard's safe on all of this. It's a natural product, so there's no problem with it being used on all the cables and wiring. It protects all of those as well. And there we can see it's all been coated and covered and protected. And then we moved on. We did the other side as well, but I didn't want to show that. So we then moved to cleaning the seats, give it a good clean. And then the exterior a day later got a clean. So once the ceramic sealant had gone off, so the car got a good clean. And then you can see as I'm washing it, actually you can see the ceramic doing its job. So that was the Boxster. The 911 also got a good clean. So the 911 had been very well protected. This is the 997, so an easy wash to get that back into shape. And then a similar story with the 996. That got a bath, snow foam, and then a simple wash. The car's so well protected that the dirt almost falls off. And then I just needed to check the oil levels, just top those up and make sure we were good on oil. And then finally make a repair to the front headlight that was a little bit loose. That was that done. So that was the 3 cars. This concludes the 3 videos on our trip to Scotland. If you've got trips planned and you want to get your car protected, then please do get in contact. We'll be delighted to speak to you and delighted to help you protect and enjoy your car. Thanks for watching.